Jump into some different companies here. The first one we want to take a look at is Carrier Global, and this one kind of has a personal avenue for me because my air conditioning unit broke over this past week, and I was like, "Oh man, this sucks."
Good week to have it happen.
Nice
Been
heat
cold
here
out
in
there.
San Diego. Nice 96-degree weather with my two daughters. It was just not the best time to happen. So I was like, "Oh, I saw Carrier," and the main reason was actually I picked it before the air conditioning went out. But they slid like 10% last week after reporting in-line second quarter results. Management, I guess, told analysts on a conference call that the U.S. residential and light commercial sales are projected to decline 10% in the second half due to lower volumes. I was kind of surprised by that. I don't know if we're having nationally a lower kind of heat wave than normal or what's going on. I don't know what would lead to that decline in AC units.
Seems like it hasn't been as warm lately, but I mean, we live in San Diego. It's always great here all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too with Carrier, and obviously we talked about it, they provide HVAC. That's what they do. They provide the units, and I've heard different stories about how they could be big winners in the data center world because they get so hot, and you need to cool those data centers. And Carrier supposedly was going to be kind of an indirect data center play, but to have management come out and say, well, actually, projected sales are going to decline 10%. Well, aren't we building out all these data centers? Wouldn't you have to install the AC units beforehand? I don't know, I guess, the relationship there. But if you held this company on that hope, that'd be a red flag to me.
Yeah. And I mean, I wonder how big the scale of or the influence of that is because, I mean, Carrier is large. They're in almost every country in the world. So, not every country in the world is going to have massive data centers. So it might be that they are going to be a play on that, but there's just not enough data centers to have, a massive increase in revenue for them or not enough to justify it.
Yeah, and I was looking at this company, especially I like to find companies that have that decline and hopes that maybe there's some good valuations, and I hadn't looked at it yet. So I was disappointed to see the price to earnings right now is like 38 times. The industry average is 28.6. Price to sales is 2.6 versus 2 for the industry. Price to cash flow, this is a strange number, 59.2 versus the industry average is 17.4. So I'm not liking what I'm seeing in terms of the valuations. You get a very small yield of about 1.4%. Balance sheet is pretty good. Current ratio is 1.2, and debt to equity is about 0.8 or 80% there. So, I mean, those numbers all look quite strong. You got a good profit margin here for Carrier, 17.8%. So, I mean, I think it's maybe a good business. It's just obviously going through a cyclical period, and then it's overvalued. And I mean, you look at the current price here, it's $66.04. 52-week high is $83.32, and the low $54.22. But you go out to December 2026, estimated earnings per share is $3.46. Gives you a target sell of $57.44, so below that current price, unfortunately, for Carrier.
Yeah, well, I guess, do you know if you happen to get a Carrier HVAC?
I don't know what it was because I didn't have to replace the whole unit. Thankfully, I hear they run about $10,000 now.
Yeah.
So it was just a component inside that ran like $150 to just repair that little component.
Oh, well, maybe they're making them too good. You didn't have to buy a $10,000 one. They're only $150.
Well,
Not enough revenue for them.
It's always kind of funny. We were talking to this client about like old refrigerators, and I know you have one.
It's in my garage. I love it. It's the one that I grew up in. My parents gave it to me.
And it's lasted forever. And like the new refrigerators seem to break so much more frequently. And then like, the AC unit I have, I guess, was made in 2006. I just found that out today. So they're like, it generally runs around 20 years. But I'm like, are new AC units like new fridges where they're going to break more frequently, even though you're paying more for them? I don't know. I'm not an HVAC expert here.
Maybe Carrier needs to make them not as well, and they can sell more of them.
Yeah, it gives them a little bit more of a easier replacement cycle to continue to generate that revenue. All right, well, let's take a